Super Soul Sunday? Super
Soul Sunday.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to hide that goal.
That's all of our goals.
So now, I could encourage that kid, and I'm telling you, this is real life circumstance, and the fact that I'm using multiple religions means that I've helped clients with this on more than one occasion, okay? So I'm just giving you a real life example that sounds very black and white. It sounds very, very big. We can wrap our head around love or every single thing I've known since birth, right? You can wrap your head around that. That's enormous. Why would we put that on any kid's plate, right? So now, it's not that guys are going to come in and judge the kid if the kid chooses a match that his parents bring to him. That's not the point. It doesn't mean he's weak. It doesn't mean he's flawed. It doesn't mean that he's not good enough. It doesn't mean that he has to give up happiness for life. It doesn't mean any of that. It doesn't mean anything. But what it does mean is that if he's going to do that, he's doing it by choice. He's doing it by choice. And if he does it and does it by choice, he's going to be okay. As long as he knows he's actively choosing. That's the key. We don't usually actively choose. We usually just let people put our levers on our mixing board and then we go along with wherever they put our levers. And we don't really think. We might feel like, oh, I really feel so, like I really love her, but I have to go marry. We might go that far. We might bend out of, we don't like where the levers are, just a little to say, oh, but I really like her, you know? But not enough to say, what the heck? Really? This is your definition of this brief life in this body? My vivid soul, you're going to cram it into this tiny little mixing board with only one regulated lever program? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. So when it comes to that the earth is so incongruent with your soul, you've got to break out if you can. I'm not going to say that to one of these kids in a session. I'm going to say, think. And let's think all the way through the other choice. What do you think would really happen? Your mother loves you more than she loves what? Life itself. Do you really think that you're never going to have a relationship with your mother again if you tell her you're in love with this other woman? Let's really, 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 really think it through. Be conscious. Be conscious. And see if you are strong. And do you love this person enough to take that stand? If you really feel like this is real love, and I honestly don't even care if it's real love for life, in this moment, do you feel like this is real love? Do you feel that the potentiality of what you can give up is worth the experience of being in love with someone who's in love with you and having that be your life? Not, you don't have to say it's for 80 years, but for today, for now, right? If you are not okay with that, that's okay, and it's understandable. No judgment. We completely understand the other choice. But if you do choose that, you're going to make the earth rotate on its axis just a little bit faster. Because every person whose parents want to arrange a marriage for them in the entire future history might be a little bit of an oxymoron, but the entire future history of mankind, your decision, your fire, your courage, your choice is going to affect the outcome for every other kid in your circumstances. So that's finding where your levers fit. You know, I know I talk about on occasion, and in the United States of America, we no longer can ever have a draft because it won't be successful, because people no longer believe in the energy behind war. Collectively, we value our sons and our daughters more than we value people that we don't trust in Washington, D.C. So there's no feeling of patriotism. There's no feeling of we're protecting freedom if we're sending our sons or daughters to fight. So we can't have a draft anymore. So what does that mean? Does that mean that we act like a bunch of little sheep, and when the draft notice comes, we take our kids to the drop-off point and let them go get their heads shaved? No, that's what sheep do. They get their hair shaved off once a year. We don't have to be sheep. And it may not be easy to not be the sheep, but if you are going to be the sheep, then what are you doing with this one lifetime as it is right now, right? So if you take away what you believe is so essential to your comfort, and you really take the courage to stand up a little bit more for the things that you truly believe in, and if we all do that, then we will shift things. Then we will shift humanity. But it means that we all have to stand up for love. And you have to stand up for love in every single thing that it is you do as often as humanly possible to the best of your ability. That's the exploration of the soul. That's where we're starting. That's what we're going to be looking at for this whole year. We're going to be helping you to find out what your lever system really is. And understand also that even with the levers, different circumstances and different people can make you want to shift the levers around a little bit, and that's okay, because you are evolutionary. Nobody is static. We all are flexible. We all have range. We all have motion. We have ability to adapt. So even though I'm saying setting the levers one way is exactly how you're going to find the vibration of the essence of your being, you're really going to find a range. But if you find that you're moving a few too many levers a little bit too far, and you're really separating from the essence of your being, then the suggestion from your guides would be, instead of moving that lever and adapting into the new vibration, why don't you just step out of that vibration? So to give you an example, I know I've said this before, but in the last years of like doing this whole love thing, I've noticed that there's certain places that I'm really repelled by, and those places are like Rio, Atlantic City, Las Vegas, and I'm repelled to the point that I don't have any desire whatsoever to be there. And when I think about it, it's you know what? It's really not vibrating with the vibration of me. So if my friends call me up and say, we want to go to Vegas, you got to go, I can't believe it, or you got to go, it's a this, it's a that, it's really important, and I'm going to be okay saying, it's fine, have a great time, I'll celebrate whatever the occasion is in my own way, or differently, or separately, but I'm not going to Vegas. I'm just not. It's not, it doesn't make my levers feel like they're on the places where it resonates with me. With one exception, I will give anyone permission that would like to fly me in exactly 30 minutes before Love, the Beatles, Cirque du Soleil plays. Fly me in 30 minutes before. Little lobster, a little sushi. That's okay too. I see the show with VIP seating, and then after the show, mix and mingle and all that, and then you just fly me. All right, I'll put that out there. There is an exception. Okay?
There's only two, because when you speak for a large audience, you know,
right, hell, you can come in drunk for all I know. Sit there and listen.
2 drink minimum.
Be happy. But so the point is that it's, you know, is there something wrong with me because I don't like Las Vegas? Is there something wrong with people that do? The answer is no to both. For some people in this moment, the vibrational energy of that experience resonates with them. For me, in this moment, the vibrational energy of that experience doesn't resonate with where I know my mixing board levers are, right? And you know, it's really interesting when you're around kids. You know, we think we have to be a certain way around kids. Do this or be mature or be right or be whatever you think you have to be. You know, constantly teaching them, constantly teaching them, constantly teaching them. The only thing a kid really needs is just love them and be yourself. If you could just love them and be yourself, everything will be great. And you're modeling the best of humanity to them, and you're giving them a great example of what's possible. Just love them and be yourself. Just love them and be yourself. That's it. That's all you need.
You know, one of the things that you had said in some of these other classes or wherever you said it is the way you teach your kids, like how they were growing up, you ask them questions like they were like, Ma, can we do this? And you're like, well, what do you think? And then you ask them. And then these are the consequences.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And that is, I've always mentioned that the one area of intuition that I had before 9/11 really was raising my children. I've always been intuitive raising kids. And I look back on it, and now it looks like a textbook for model parenting, right? Because what is model parenting? It's not to create any kind of a being. It's to let the kid figure out where the levers belong, right? So intuition is what allowed me to do that for, and allows me to do that for my kids. But it is that I'm not their decider. You know, when they were 3, I would be like, I don't really, you know, you just had a fight with her. One daughter is 18 months old. The other one is not even 3, right? And they have a fight, and they're like, and they want me to solve it. And I'm like, I look at the 3-year-old, I'm like, it has nothing to do with me. Go with your sister and figure it out. And I said it with conviction. She's going to take her 18-month-old sister into another room and work out their conflict. But it had nothing to do with me. What am I supposed to do, right? And nothing to do with me. Go work it out. But that's it. It's letting people find their levers, let them find it. So what we're going to be doing for the rest of this year is, except for May,
except me.
we're going to really learn and experience how to discover where your levers are and learn ways to keep the levers where they vibrate as a reflection of your soul, right?
Can I just add one more thing to that? I mean, like, these classes are brilliant. And if you add coaching to what you're doing, or you add one other class, like a private class or something, oh my God, it goes even faster at how you excel.
Yeah, I think Sue does coaching.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine.
I feel like I give out 20s before we come in. Thank you so much. You'll get your 20. Thank you so much. You'll get your 20. I have more plants than people. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so that's it. I'll maybe see you on the cruise, maybe see you in Saratoga. Perhaps I'll see you on the summit on April 19th. Perhaps I'll see you. I'll see you all Saturday. Oh, my gosh. I'll see you all Saturday. I'll be at Northport. Don't forget to bring your driver.